I have lived and learned in the online teaching space, and I can confidently say that I will never, ever again let myself. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a video based on a trend I saw going around social media months and months ago. Essentially, the trend is where people share things they will not do in their line of work or their profession. And I thought, why not make a video of the top 5 things I would not do as an OutSchool teacher or just as a teacher in the online space. Make sure you stick around for number 5. It is, in my opinion, what changed the game for me when it came to teaching on this platform. Looking back, I have been in the online teaching space just under 5 years, and I've been working in it full time for a year. Over that time, there are a lot of things I can confidently say I will no longer do, and I'm also really curious to know what things you no longer do, whether you are an online teacher or whatever profession you have. Let me know things you will no longer do in your teaching space or area of expertise down below in the comment section. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. But without any further ado, let's talk about the 5 things I will no longer do as an OutSchool teacher. Number 1 is scheduled back-to-back classes. And just so we're clear, I mean if a class ends at 3 o'clock, I will not schedule another class to begin right at 3 o'clock. I used to do this all the time, and it was such a stressor. I was always so anxious something was going to go wrong, because it usually went wrong. Technology does not always work the way we want it to. Learners may have questions and follow-ups. It is just easier for my mental sanity and to give my learners and students the attention they deserve to just have a few minutes. And for me, in my book, that's a 5-minute minimum. I have had times where I've scheduled 15-minute blocks in between classes just so I can answer questions. Something happened with a student's internet or Zoom connection, I could get them all caught up. I could also go in and make sure that parents didn't have any messages sent to me while their learner was in class. I will note that I was getting feedback from parents saying, "Feels like a really rushed end to class, Miss Kristen. Why is that?" And it was because I was trying to get through all the material right in the last 5 minutes of class. It just felt like go time. Have to make sure we wrap things up and get into the next class. And a lot of times I would stay in class 1 like an extra 1 or 2 minutes, and that was cutting into the learners waiting for me on the other side in class 2. So I just don't do it anymore. I make sure that I have downtime in between my classes. I have noticed my ratings have gotten better, my parent feedback has gotten better, my mental health and anxiety and that stress of missing a class or not getting in or something's going wrong, it's all alleviated simply by not booking back-to-back classes. Number 2, I will never teach on a device that is not plugged in. Oh boy, this one is so true. Laptop batteries do not last forever. And that also goes for things like wireless mice, keyboards, headphones that need to be recharged. I will never teach on a device that is not plugged in to a power source, because nothing is worse than teaching and looking in the upper right-hand corner of your laptop and seeing 2%, 5 minutes of battery left, and you've got more than 5 minutes of class. This one rang true a lot when I was traveling. I would do a really good job of charging my electronics, but then being lazy when putting all these things together and thinking, oh, it's okay. It's gonna last through these classes. Plug it in. Plug it in. Never mind. This one might seem like common sense, but here we are. Number 3, I will never teach without tissues, a water bottle, or a nail file at my desk. So I was blessed with these lovely things called allergies. I also live in a home with 2 cats. These situations make me have to either sneeze, or if it's early in the morning, I will have some kind of congestion. I will take care of this before the class starts. But if something happens and I need a tissue, I do not want to have to pause a class, turn off the camera. I want to have it here. Same thing for water bottles. You guys, there are some days where I was teaching 10 classes a day. By the end of those 10 classes, my voice was shot. I was done. I needed water. So now I actually have this water bottle that syncs to my phone. Hold on 1 second. So this guy syncs to my phone. You'll see it light up in just a second. It will tell me on an app how much water I've drank during the day and how much more I should be drinking. It also syncs to my Apple Watch, so if I work out, this is not a sponsor or anything, this is just a water bottle that apparently is not gonna light up for the video, but I promise you it lights up, and it just tells me how much water I've drank. I will not teach without some sort of a liquid substance. That way, if I have a cough or something, again, I am not interrupting the learning environment. And the nail file thing, that's like a tick with me. If my nails get chipped in any way, shape, or form or broken, I have to immediately fix it. I am a fidgeter. This is something I know about myself. And if it is chipped or broken in any way, that is going to take my focus. And again, your students and learners have paid for your time and attention. And if these are tools that help me keep time and attention on the classroom, so be it. Number 4, I will never overload my schedule with classes. Define overload. Like I just mentioned in number 3, there were some days where I did pile 10 classes throughout the day. Now there were breaks in there, but for the sake of my mental health and my vocal health, I cannot do more than that. And just so you guys know, when I say 10 classes, most of my classes are between 30 and 45 minutes. That is still 5 hours of speaking, 5 hours of being on. This past summer, I did a 40-hour work week. If you wondered where I was this summer when it came to uploading content, I was literally online teaching as much as humanly possible. Like wake up, teach 5 classes, have lunch, teach 5 classes, and be exhausted. So I'm still working on the balance. What is the right amount of classes? But I do know as of right now, 10, probably should bump it down to like 8 or 7, but I will not overload myself. I remember back when I was just getting started, I would open so many blocks of classes, just trying to get as many learners as I can, but now I'm taking it as a priority to not do that and protect my mental health and my vocal health. And number 5, I will never have my OutSchool review notifications on ever again. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, parents can leave you reviews, which is fine, but you can have a notification turned on that pings you every time a review is left for you. This summer, I did just hit my 500th review on the OutSchool platform, which was great, but for me, if I see a ping and I know something has been left in a public space like a review, I don't know about you guys, but I will be so anxious. What does it say? Is it good or is it bad? What's going on? So for me, it is so much better for my mental health to just go into the settings, go to notifications, and turn that off. I did that before I even did online teaching full time. If you want a tutorial, a walkthrough of how to do that, if you think that's something that would be helpful for you, let me know down below in the comments. I will absolutely make a very quick tutorial sharing the screen, how you can go into your settings, go to notifications, and turn off review. But you guys, that is it for today's video. Let me know down below once again what things you will and will not do in your online teaching classroom or whatever you choose to do for a living. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you all next Monday. Bye.